Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we have a Porsche-based Macan with us. I think it looks stunning and I think it's a very good proposition for compact family SUV. So today I'm going to do a quick review of it, inside and outside, and I'll go for a quick drive and share my driving impressions with you. So let's start by looking at the outside of the Macan. The front face looks great. It's very distinctive of the Porsche SUV design. But unfortunately, these vents are not functional. These are decorative, so they are blocked out. The only functional bits are over here and down here. We have active vents over here. They are controlled by the ECU of the car. They will open and close to allow air in or out. And we have the adaptive cruise control sensor and the camera right here. I really like these patterns actually. They look very nice and give it much more texture to the body of the car. And it goes alongside here as well. On the door, it looks very great. The side profile of the Macan looks pretty compact and very slick. The side mirror, we have this vent or hole here for better aerodynamics. I really like the piece of glass here next to the A-pillar to give you more visibility when you are driving inside of the car. So let's move to the back. The very signature Porsche strip taillight looks really good, especially when they light up at night. It's very distinctive of a Porsche car right now. And we have the double exhaust on either side. And you can see this pattern carries through to the rear diffuser as well. We have 6-piston monoblock calipers in the front. And the Macan is equipped with P0 tires. At the back, we have floating calipers. R20 wheels, front and back, and multi-spoke alloy wheels. At the back, we have quite a large boot space. We have anchor points, and also anchor points for your child seats. And under here, we have a storage area and also a spare tire. So the base Macan is equipped with a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine that has 265 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. I think this is plenty enough for a family SUV, but it's definitely not a very sporty engine. The power output is just enough, but if you want a sport car feel, I think this engine is not meant for that purpose. Moving inside, we have fully electrically adjusted seats. Very nice and very comfortable. The bolstering is really great actually. Gives you a lot of support when going around corners. The interior, the quality is great. Everything's lined in leather except for the dash. And also on top of here, these are not leather, but all the touch points, they're all leather, which is really good. The steering wheel is very nice, lined in leather. It's a circular shape, very nice to hold. The thickness is just right. We've got the multimedia control on the left. This is for volume, forward, voice control. And over here, we've got the multi-control buttons for the central cluster. So if we shift this, scroll this down or up, it will go into different menus on the right hand side of the dash cluster, which is the digital screen. On the center, we have the rev counter. On the left, we have the speed counter. In the center here, we have the infotainment system, which is very easy to use, very typical of Porsche. This is the home menu. We have different tabs for different functions. We have navigation, we have music, Turn that off. We have phone functionality. We have car. This controls everything to do with the car and the settings. And we have different apps for the vehicle as well. So this dial here is a control dial. You can use it to scroll and rotate and select different functions. For example, if you push it, go into the menu, press back, and you go back. Very easy. This is for the volume and track, forward and backward. We have the vents here in the center. I'm not a fan of these gloss surfaces. Leaves a lot of fingerprints and gets really dirty very easily. But luckily we have physical controls for the AC system, so it's really easy to use. We have these for the AC and for heated seats. Some off-road functions right here. Traction control off, sport mode, and this is the AC control on the other side. We have the Macan logo right here, cup holders, and a large storage in the center. We have the SD cards and the USB ports. So at the back, we have plenty of room. Your legroom, your headroom is also very, very good. We have separate vents for the back passenger, and we have USB ports right here. On the door card, basically you have leather on touch points, which is really good, and plenty of storage on the door side as well. So the base Macan only comes with two modes. One is just the normal mode. The other one is sport. There's a sport button you can press. So in normal mode, it feels very comfortable. It's very refined. The ride is very supple. It's very suited for its purpose, which is a base compact family SUV, which is really good. And it's very quiet inside the cabin as well. There's not much road noise and wind noise. The sound deadening is really, really well done in this vehicle. So let's drive in the sport mode. The pickup is not that great because it's only a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. So the power is mediocre, I would say. And the turning, it's a lot of body roll actually for this Macan. Turn the corner, full throttle. I think the 0 to 100 time for this vehicle is in the 6 seconds range. The throttle response is okay. So driving in the normal mode, it feels quite comfortable. It's a small compact family SUV. I think the base Macan is designed for that purpose. So it feels quite refined. The ride is really, really nice, very comfortable. The throttle is a bit laggy, it's a bit slow, but you would expect that from a family SUV anyway. But there's plenty of power to push this small SUV along. The PDK gearbox is really smooth, moves along the gears without trouble, and it's quite fuel efficient as well. I'm now traveling at 60 and it's already in 6th gear. There's not much exhaust or engine sound from this vehicle actually. Even in sport mode, it's very, very quiet. There's no pops and bangs, there's no overrun sound. So generally, it's a very quiet vehicle, even if you are pushing it and even if you are flooring it. So again, this doesn't feel like a sports car. So the gauge cluster in front of me feels a little bit outdated. Basically, it's got 3 rings and only one of the rings is digital. The other 2, the speed dial and the rev counter, they are all physical. Nothing wrong with that. I think that's quite nice, but it's just the whole design of it. It's been around for a while, so it just feels a little bit outdated. So overall, I think the base Macan is suited for a family compact SUV. I think for that purpose, it's great. It's comfortable, it's quiet, it's got plenty of space, and it's got a little bit of performance. If you want to press the pedal down and drive it spiritedly, you can still do that, but don't expect that sports car feel though. It's not meant to be a sports car. It's not designed for that purpose either. The engine is not that powerful. It's only a 2-liter engine that produces around less than 300 horsepower. So although there's quite a bit of torque, it's got 400 Newton meters of torque, but this vehicle is also quite heavy. So the acceleration, and it doesn't push you on the back of your seat. It's not that kind of vehicle. So if you're looking for a compact size SUV that wears a Porsche badge and it's comfortable and it's well built, good quality, nice cabin, this is really good for it. But if you're looking for a sports car, then I think you probably would go for a higher version of this vehicle, like for example the Macan S, that's with a 6-cylinder engine with much more power output. And you can go even further with the Macan GTS. That's got even more sportiness to it. It's got more power to it. So those vehicles would probably feel more of a sports car. But then if you're looking for just a base family SUV, then I think this is perfect. So thank you for watching. Hope you liked this video that helped you understand a little bit more about the base Macan. And we'll be producing more videos like this, so please subscribe and hit that like button and the bell icon if you can. Hope to see you next time. Bye.